Let's go.
Right,
Let's go.
back again. Number 4. We're doing it, mate. We're doing it, mate. But this time, we have a guest. We've got a guest. Our first ever guest on the podcast.
Do we?
We do. We have a little guest. Who are you? Who are you?
We promised you.
Guest? Who are you?
We promised you KSI, but now it's Joe.
We got
Introduce
Joe.
yourself.
Yeah. So,
Introduce yourself.
Joe,
Who are you?
and, I'm a mate of both George and Daniel.
Oh, hey, here we go. Tell us.
Let's get it.
What would you want to know?
How did we meet?
Well, me and George met in a reception, which is the bit between nursery and primary.
We did.
So we're
Just
probably
to
about the
clarify,
age of
I rate it.
about 4 or 5
Yeah, we were young. We've known him for a fucking long
Yeah.
time.
for a long time. We've had a lot of ups and downs.
We have.
Any
A
fights?
lot of good-
Oh,
Almost.
No, I'm joking.
We've come close a few times.
Yeah, but that was in St. Nick's, though, wasn't it? That was St. Nick's. That wasn't like recent. Because you know what happened.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Right,
Sorry,
convo here.
We don't need Fury, Joshua. We're on the main card.
Here we are, yeah. So how did you meet Dan then?
Well, me and Dan went to the same school. We went to St. Nicholas. Started out obviously year 3 up to year 6. We didn't really speak to each other a lot, but we kind of knew of each other.
Mm.
There's
Year
a few
5
pictures of us in like
there is a few
certain
pictures.
places.
Yeah, like year 3 and 4. I don't think we like spoke a lot, but year 5 and 6 we spoke a bit more.
Yeah.
Because we just always played football all the time.
Mm.
Just our mate thing we did at St. Nick's.
Fucking
How did you two meet?
I think we're the same. I think we were year 5 and year 6 because obviously me and you, Joe, were in the same class. We were with Mr. Humphries. I think it was year 6 I met Dan because that was when Mr. Humphries and I was in Miss Humphries. Well, me and you were in Miss Humphries and Dan was in Miss Edmonds. Rest in peace, bless her. She was such a good teacher, man. So yeah, because we used to do
shit life.
Yeah, man, it's horrible. So we used to do cricket and rounders. That's probably where I probably met Dan, like properly. So obviously what happened was, it was a bit of class rivalry. So year 6, class H and class G. Me and Joe were H, Dan was G. So we used to go out into the field. It used to be like the end of the day, didn't it? It used to be like end of the day, like
Yeah, and this was like summertime as well, so it was like
prime summertime.
banging weather.
Yeah, so we used to go onto the field, class rivalry, rounders. Class H would always win. To be fair, G won a couple of times, but we would always win because we would.
We had much better players.
Yeah, we had. Like I was actually unreal.
It was real.
Thinking about it, like we were very like kind of a bit sexy, but it's like when it came to like a girl batting, we were like, okay, everyone get in, and Mr. Humphries would even like say it. He'd be like, yeah, come on guys, get it, and we're like, yeah.
Okay,
yeah. You know, if there's like a Daniel Lawani or someone coming up, you're like, yeah, everyone get back, boundary,
get back. We always used to like sing songs, didn't we? Like, so if you got out, it was like another one bites the dust.
Banger, just on the stone wall, just.
Everyone lined up on the stone wall ready to get in.
Everyone got involved.
Oh, it's sick. I loved it. St. Nick's was good, man.
Memories, mate.
Have we got any more stories? Have you guys got any like stories about St. Nick's?
Well, I mean, I thought we should talk about the houses first. What they obviously make, because we had 4 different houses in St. Nick's.
Yeah. So what house were you?
I was St. Andrews, which was like, I think because we went to a Catholic school, it was all like saints and stuff. So I was St. Andrews, who's like the Scottish kind of the person.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
I'm pretty sure I was St. Patrick's, which was the green. Obviously, that was Irish sort of team.
Both shit, mate.
What team were you then?
We won
St. George's all the way.
Oh, at least you got George.
I remember St. George's winning a lot of sports days, but I don't remember anyone good that they had.
Yeah, they were just. Yeah, I still can't think of anyone actually.
I was competing in the skipping races, mate. I was good.
Why weren't you doing the 400 meters?
Because I was fat.
Yeah, you only had to
Sticky one.
Lawani, I think.
That's
They
all
weren't
right.
that far.
I didn't want to beat him. I just thought I'd let him win. You know?
Oh, fair enough. That's a nice guy, mate.
Yeah.
To be fair, I mean, that was the only thing that
nice.
came. It was only them two that, like, you know, they just bossed it. I remember the end of one race once, like, because the lanes were quite close to each other. Danny and like Finley, like they were going to the finish line. They like tangled legs and they like tripped over each other, like right at the finish line. And we were all like, "Oh shit!"
Oh shit!
But then like we went over to like this table, like where there was judges, and they gave them stickers. And Danny he came back with like a first place sticker. We were just like, "Men, we're like, in there."
That was the battle of the time.
Sports days were legendary.
It was so
yeah, and you always had a point to prove because you had your parents, you know, sitting on the benches like, got this for you, Dad.
For you, I love you so much. I'm gonna win this for you.
I don't think I did anything mental. I think I did a few egg and spoon races. Great at that.
Of course.
There was a few like obstacle courses that we had to do as well.
Yeah.
Like different like bounce to basketball and stuff. Like, so.
Mate.
Oh mate, do you remember the fairs that they used to do in St. Nick's, like the summer fairs?
The fairs,
mate, you're looking at the 3-year winner, Cross My Challenge King, mate. I won it 3 years in a row.
Didn't you win like a bottle of champagne or something? I swear it was.
Yeah.
Also the adult.
Definitely.
Go on, Dad.
Here you go, son. Have some of
that. Do you know what? My dad always used to set up a little stall, and he used to be one of the people selling stuff as everyone went around.
I remember that. Mate.
And the funny thing was we recreated our own like Willy Wonka chocolate bar. So we had them all wrapped up, and we had some of them with golden tickets.
That's sick.
I don't think I got a golden ticket. I think you rigged them to get your mates ones. To be fair, I think that was quite a
we used to sell like, oh mate, this is so funny. Whenever I bought match attacks, and I would have like shit ones in the pack, I'd make sure I had the packet still there. So then I'd put the shit cards back in the packs and like sellotape them up and then resell them at these fairs and stuff.
You were dodgy back then. I'm glad I didn't buy match attacks.
Have you still got your like match attacks and your go-go's and stuff? Because I still got them.
No, so at my old house, I had like this. I put like all my match attacks from like all different years into like a massive shoebox. I don't know why. I just did, but I used to collect so many match attacks. Like my mum must have spent so much money on match attacks.
Yeah, same, yeah. Because like you got the books as well, like a £5-10, weren't they?
Yeah, and you got like the packets with it with like a limited edition.
I've still got all of it. I've got like my slam attacks as well, like all the wrestling ones.
Yeah,
mate. And the go-go's, I've still got the go-go's, mate. Do you understand how I remember playing it like recently, like with my sister? They hurt. I don't know how we used to.
Yeah, I know. I remember flicking. You're flicking pure plastic.
Yeah, and it's some of them have like pointy edges, so you flick them, and mate, I tell you what, they're painful, mate. But yeah,
we went through a lot of shit.
St. Nick's was good fun. Like I've got a story that I'll tell this one. Fuck it. So there was this one day. I'm going to call it the lamppost story because a lamppost gets involved with it. So in St. Nick's, there was these things called yellow tickets. We had yellow tickets and was it green tickets, wasn't it?
Green tickets, yeah.
And at one point we had red tickets, but I can't remember what happened to them. So yellow tickets were like discipline tickets. So if you got one of them, it was like a little warning. 2 or 3, you would get sent out of the class, speak to the head teacher, and anything above that, you're in serious trouble. And then green tickets, if you were doing well in like class, you were well behaved, like blah, 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 you're smashing your grades, whatever. So this one day, because Joe was quite a behaved child, very angry.
I know what you're on about. I was a great
Joe got 4 yellow tickets in one day. I can't remember exactly what. It's just probably been a little shit. And then I got 3 in the same day for also being a little shit. So in St. Nick's, there was like this huge atrium, which was next to the reception and the medical place, like the little medical room. And we were just, because at the first point, I don't know if you remember, Joe, like at the first, when I came down, we were like cheering at each other, like subtly, because obviously I was speaking to the head teacher, like, oh yeah, you're down here too. And then, so I was sitting across, we were both sitting across from each other. And then at one point, like, because we kept messing about, we had to turn, so we had to face the wall. So it was a bit like prison. Yeah. Like, we were like, not allowed to talk.
Couldn't even look.
Couldn't look at each other. So anyway, we got in a lot of trouble for that, blah, blah, blah. I advise, do not be bad in school, okay? Get your education. Don't be a little shit like we were. Anyway, so...
you guys went off the rails, as it sounds.
Obviously, we were nuts.
Yeah, we were naughty kids.
I calmed down after St. Nick's. Joe got worse.
Well, I definitely calmed down.
Oh, yeah? So yeah, the school ended.
Definitely.
There's a little alleyway that leads obviously to the main road where all like the mums and dads and like the parents used to like obviously pick their children up. So me and Joe were walking down this alleyway, and our mums were at the end of the alleyway. Obviously, we were gloating. We're like, oh yeah, we got. Joe said like, oh, I got 4-year tickets. I was like, oh yeah, I got 3-year tickets. Blah blah blah. Acting like the biggest people in the world. As soon as I finished that sentence, boom, straight into a lamppost, flopped me straight to the ground. And I tell you what, lampposts don't move when you hit them. Mate.
Yeah, I have walked into a lamppost before, and it fucking hurts.
It does hurt.
Just face first, like you've got no time to like put your hands in front of you,
No, you
like your face to protect it. You go straight into it, and it hurts.
And then when I got home,
recommend
I
it
got in
to
a lot
anyone.
of trouble as well because I got, gloating and I got 3-year tickets. So that
Yeah,
was not a
no
great
Xbox
feeling.
for like a week.
Yep, that was savage.
Xbox back then was a bit mental.
It was. Have you boys got any like funny or embarrassing stories, or any stories that you want to tell briefly? Like,
Embarrassing. Oh, I swear I had an embarrassing one. Oh yeah, no. So I back in the day, like I never used to get my hair cut, and like it would grow really long. Like back in the day, my hair was really long, and I came to this. I was like, right, I was at my house. I'm gonna cut my own hair.
oh no.
And it didn't go well. And I remember like the morning I had to go to school, like my hair was like, it had like clumps out of it and stuff. My mum had to like mousse it all together. I remember like walking into school, just like, shit, I hope no one notices. And like, I think Louis Garrigan came up to me and was like, fuck, have you done your hair? And I'm like, I don't fucking tell anyone, Louis. And then just everyone knew, and I was like, right, this is not gonna go well.
This is a sticky one.
It wasn't fun. I didn't learn my lesson.
This
I
was
still
before
cut my hair.
YouTube, man. This was before YouTube tutorials that you could cut your hair, mate. This was better, like.
True. I was like, right, scissors, fringe, it's going.
Yeah. What about you, Dan?
Yeah.
Do you have any like funny or embarrassing stories?
Mate, my whole experience at St Nick's was embarrassing and shit. Yeah, I have absolutely loads. Where do I start? Year 4, Valentines Day.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not naming names or anything like that. Fuck that for a laugh. But
Oh, no.
there was this girl that I liked at the time. So I decided, you know what would be cool? I'll go to Sainsbury's. I'll buy him a fuck off teddy and a massive box of chocolates. And bearing in mind, we'd hardly ever spoken to each other before. Hardly ever.
Oh no.
I bring it in. Here you go. Take this.
To be fair, I rate it.
Most embarrassing
Shot back
thing.
in the day.
Did you get it?
Yeah, mate.
Did you get it?
No, mate. Obviously not. I was like-
Do you remember what she said to you?
I don't, but I know she gave the teddy or something to someone else.
Oh my
Because she was
god.
like, mate,
I think I remember
at this point, my heart, I was like, oh no, I'm done. I'm
Oh,
done
no.
for.
No, that's savage, mate.
You'd see him in the playground just sitting in a tree playing army with some people.
Yeah, mate.
Well,
Shout out to the
Dan's
people
little
that played
upset.
Army in St Nick's, man. Shout out to you.
I did a bit.
No.
Only when I wasn't allowed to play football because I
Oh
was really
no. Only
like, you're not allowed to play football. I'm like,
you can't
Right.
be one of them.
got to play army.
But yeah, that's just one of the stories. I've got a few others, but honestly, that's probably the most embarrassing.
That is
But then
savage, mate.
there was a time where I think we had to come in for like non-school uniform or something. Right, I'm guessing it had to be that because I decided it would be a good idea to rock up in a whole outfit as a girl,
Oh no. Oh no.
mate. So I had a full-on wig. I was dressed head to toe as a girl, and I don't know why. I don't know why anyone let me go out of the house like that.
Was this before the Valentine thing, or was it after, by any chance?
Like, downhill after that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely after. I think the Valentine's thing happened.
Oh, no.
I think the Valentine's
at
thing
least that
happened in
makes
like year
sense.
4 or
That makes sense.
5.
You were like, oh,
Yes,
fuck
it's
it. No one
it's
can
not,
date
but-
me. I'll date myself.
Mate, honestly, I just can't be asked. I don't even know what happened to me as a child.
Probably called yourself like Daniela or something like that as well.
Do you know
Oh
what?
yeah.
I can't
You
even
just
remember
changed
what
it to Daniela.
it
Daniela, do you hear?
Yes.
No, I know the name of what it was. I was called Sally.
Sally. Oh.
Sally, not Daniela. No, just completely different.
Sally.
Just Sally, mate.
Just Sally.
Fuck's sake, mate.
The most embarrassing shit.
I don't know if I want to tell my story. Oh, fuck it, whatever. Right. So this is year 6. In year 6, obviously, we had little like door handle like toilet pass things. Geezer was in the toilet, and obviously a girl was in the toilet, so I couldn't take any of them to go to the toilet. And I was desperate, so I was just sitting there waiting, like, oh, please hurry up. And obviously, this one geezer did take a long time in the toilet. Not going to name names, bless him. Hope he's doing well. And then I was telling the teacher, I was like, please let me go. Just please, I'm begging, because I need number 2. Anyway, the person comes back. I'm like, yes, I'm running. I'm like fast walking to get the pass. And all of a sudden, I sort of do like a little cheeky fart or whatever. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I don't think that was a fart. So all of a sudden, this little pebble thing was going all the way down my trousers, came out my trousers, went straight onto the floor. But big brain George, right? This was prime brain George. I rolled my sleeve up, picked it up, took it with me to the toilet, and got rid of that. Yeah, I'm sorry, everyone, but I'm going to say that anyway. Do the business, come back, and I was walking back, I was like, oh, I reckon no one saw that. I reckon I sort of bossed that. As soon as I sit back down on this desk, I got asked, did you just put yourself? And my excuse was, no, it was a rubber. I was just picking up a rubber, and I got away with it.
Mate.
I got away with it.
I've never heard of that.
Brown rubber. A brown rubber.
And it, mate, I don't know. But
I've never heard that story before. What the hell?
You literally would have been the most bullied kid in our class.
I would have been so bullied, mate. Oh my God. But yeah.
You're so lucky, mate.
Be proud of your embarrassing moments, because that was a big proud moment for me. Right, so I'm going to go on to the next topic. It's a bit of a complete switch up. We're going back into present time. Joe, what are you currently doing in quarantine? How are you finding it? How are you feeling? What's going on?
Are we in the 7th week now of lockdown? 7th, 8th week. So,
yeah,
it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I was working. I think I worked like a couple of days as soon as like after lockdown got announced, and then they basically called a meeting and were like, oh, gonna go. We're not gonna have a factory open. It's gonna stay. So I've been furloughed, which is, it's not too bad, but it's just very boring at the moment. I was playing Xbox at the start, kind of loving it, which you kind of do, just watching stuff. And then like a few weeks in, you're like, well, what do I do? So basically, I've just been trying to get back into my fitness, like just setting goals and stuff for myself. So I've just been, I live near the seafront. I've been going for a couple of runs each day, trying to get healthier. Doing a few, like, see how many push-ups I could do a day, trying to get muscle gain as well.
Nice.
So it hasn't been too bad. But I hope it ends kind of soon.
Have you seen progression already? Like, how long have you been doing it? Like, since like start?
I've been doing it for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, so not too long. But I've already seen like massive. Like, I've lost like 5-6 pounds in weight, and my arms already looking. I've already toned up, got a bit more muscle.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy with myself.
Yeah, keep it going. Like, do you do it like every day, or is it? I know you said the push-ups every day. Do you do like the runs and stuff?
Yeah, I go for walks, runs like every day.
And you got a dog as well, so you walk the dog as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs a lot of walks because he's mental.
Nah, fair play to you, mate. I think it's quite important to keep yourself like busy while through quarantine, especially because of how boring, like you said, it can get. Like, oh, it's nice playing a bit of Xbox, but sometimes it does get quite boring. Like, so fair enough to you. Mm-hmm. Fair play. So, talk about quarantine. What is the first thing I think I know, but what's the first thing, do you reckon, or the first couple of things that you'll do once quarantine is completely over?
Well, we all know this. Knowing me, I do like a cheeky drink.
Of course.
More than the occasional person. So, I mean, it doesn't even matter what day it is. Like, it could be a Monday for all I care. I'm going out, I'm seeing my mates, and I'm getting hammered. Fair play to you. Fair enough. True British fact.
What's your drink of choice?
My go-to is, I mean, in terms of a drink, it's probably just a double vodka lemonade. It used to be double vodka Coke, but I prefer the lemonade now.
Yeah.
Shot-wise, I love a shot of Hennessy.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm at the age where I'll happily drink anything that's handed to me. I'm like, yeah, give it to me. Get me more pissed. I'm saving money at this point.
What about your Dan? We might as well go around. What's your favourite drink then, Dan? What's your like go-to?
Oh, see, this is. I've got different ones. I'm either a cider guy, like I love the old moot ciders. They are amazing.
Oh yeah, they're nice.
Oh, yeah.
But spirit-wise, it's Disaronno and Coke.
Yeah, I do love that. I remember I had that as a shot once.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Anyone who hasn't had Disaronno, go and try it. It's amazing.
I haven't had it, to be fair. I don't think I have. Or did we? Was that the time?
Yeah, no, you have had it. You have had it.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that one.
No,
is it like the Dr. Pepper's tasting?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
we got it when we were. We got it when we were going out, and we split a bottle.
Oh yeah, when we were on the beach. Wow, that was an interesting night out. Jesus Christ.
It's been quite good memories.
We've had a lot of interest.
We have a lot of interest in nights out. Tell you what. I don't know what my favourite drink would be. I think it used to be a double rum and Coke. I do like a bit of rum; it's quite nice. But now I think I've gone from that to double vodka lemonade. I think that's my go-to. But if we're at a pub, mate, pint of Heineken all day long, nice cold pint of Heineken. Oh, can't beat it, mate. You can't.
Are you sure it's not doing shots of wine, George? I thought you liked that.
Oh yeah, that was interesting that one time. Oh fuck it, we'll say that. We'll say it. So we
didn't even get out, mate.
We didn't make it out. Right. I was at Daniel's, so was Max Goods. Shout out Max again, the old boy. We were sort of doing prees to go out, but then we were doing it with wine, which didn't really make sense. So we were playing this card game, and because Dan's very good at setting people up, me and Dan teamed up to get Max to try and make him drink. Because at this point, I've already had 2 shots of in double wine. It was like a huge glass like that, and I took a shot of it, which was killed me already. Bearing in mind we were drinking Desperado or whatever you had as well, which was interesting. So Max comes back in. Dan's planned it already. He's like, all right, you say this and I'll do this, and then Max will lose. I was like, all right, cool. Can't go wrong, blah, blah, blah. It comes to the point, I say it wrong because I'm an idiot and I'm absolutely fucked already. So I go for the wrong thing. Dan's looking at me like, no, don't do that. I'm like, shut up. Like, we don't worry. I thought he was making out like, oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, don't pick this card, George, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, no, I'm definitely picking this one. And Max is the one that got the card that I was meant to get. So I did a triple shot of wine, which was this much, mate. Boom, straight down the gullet. I was like, all right, okay, I'm a bit wobbly now. So we start to head out. I'm like, boys, I'm not feeling very good, but blah, blah, blah. We walked down the road to the bus stop. And yeah, the floodgates got opened and it just all came up. And I didn't make it out.
I've still got the video of it, mate. I've still got the video.
Oh, I've seen that video.
It's so bad. So bad. It's your own fault, though.
Huh?
Your own fault, mate.
Yeah, but you definitely tried. Oh, yeah, no, it's my fault. It's my fault. To be fair, though,
completely your fault.
No, but at the start, you boys were like egging me on to do shots of wine.
Oh yeah, but it was your first night out with us. I'm pretty sure
it was gonna be. Yeah, like fully. Yeah.
Yeah, well, meant to be.
Meant to be. So yeah, I think you got to have one of those nights to, when you appreciate the next night so much more.
I've had a few very dodgy nights.
Yeah, do you want to
very dodgy. Sure. I remember once I was going out for one of my mates' birthdays, at Prism, a night club in Brighton, and he had a booth, and he was like paying for it all. So I was like, okay, quite cheap easy night here. And I remember like we were sitting in this booth, and the people just brought out like 3 massive bottles of Smirnoff vodka with like sparklers and stuff. Jeez. And I was like mad. And we were just doing like shots of pure vodka, and like they just, because I was like just down them like no problem, they just like kept topping me up. I'm like, okay, easy, I'm just gonna take this. Obviously with vodka is very dangerous because you can't really feel it, and then all of a sudden it takes effect and you're out of it. Mm-hmm. So I remember
I hate vodka so much.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
I remember we were on the dance floor, and we were just dancing, not a problem. Then literally the next thing I know, I've woken up. I'm like in this church place. I'm like, where the fuck am I? And they're like, oh, you've been taken to this church. You've got a cut on your head. We're looking after you. I'm like, right. Like, I'd like thrown up a little bit.
Oh.
Just like passed out on the thing. And and I had a massive headache because I had like this cut on my head. I still to this day don't know how it happened.
Bloody hell. Drink responsibly, everybody. As hard as it is, drink
definitely. Coming from me, you definitely don't want to end up in that state because it's not fun and it's just rude, you know.
Yeah, see, I've never got to that point, but I've had rough nights. I've never got to a point where I don't.
Don't do it, mate.
Yeah,
don't do it.
Well, Dan,
I think I've been in that state. I think 2 or 3 times.
Oh no!
But yeah, it was proper bad. One of the times it was someone. I think it was someone's 18th party. This was a couple of years ago, and it was at a pub in. I can't remember what pub it was called now. But it was at a pub, and I was just getting so drunk. I was having one after another, and then by the time it got like halfway through the night, I was literally ended up sitting outside on my own, just curled up in a ball, not moving.
Jesus.
And then some family friends had to literally take me home to my family, where I stumble in the door and I end up just laying on the floor. And there's actually this video on my Facebook. I'm just laying on the floor out of my head, chatting a load of shit, and my mum and my brother are just filming it, and they're putting stickers on my back saying like "kick me" and stuff like that. Well, my brother did, obviously. My mum's just recording it because they find it so funny. I'm just talking so much crap. So yeah, don't ever just drink responsibly, innit? You just don't want to get to that point.
It's nice to get drunk, and it's nice to get like in control drunk. But when you get past that point, it's over. Like it is over for you. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how you're going to react to stuff. Like, so yeah, just try your hardest.
There's all different types of drunks. Like you don't want to be the aggressive drunk.
No,
because I feel like I'm more of like a. I don't know. I'm a little bit aggressive. Like I've turned a little bit aggressive through alcohol, but I'm just more confident. Like I just go onto the dance floor, I just bust out some moves. That's just me pissed.
Where's like your? So where's? We might as well while we're doing it. Where's your like go-to place to go out? Like what's like a decent night out for you lot?
Well, like with me, like I said, Prism's a massive nightclub in Brighton. In my opinion, it's the best. I've been to a few others. You've got like, you've got Shoosh along the seafront. You've got Walkabout, which I mean they're all right, but Prism's a great night out. But I remember the last time we went out, we went on this massive bar crawl.
Oh yeah,
along Brighton, which was fun.
That was good.
I went to a lot of decent pubs. It was like the weekend of St Patrick's Day as well, so like everyone was out. There was a few street parties, and I to be fair, I got very pissed that night as well because I'd nothing to eat that day. Went out with like our mate's brother, who's like much older than us. Yeah. Like you went to go get some food, and I just kept drinking at that point. And Mikey was like, Joe, get another one down you. And I was like, I've just finished my one. He's like, get another one. Okay. So I think I spent about 50, 60 quid on alcohol. I had no food. By the end of the night, I was completely gone.
Yeah, see, that's the thing when someone like eggs you on to, oh yeah, just get another one. I'm always the victim of it. It's always like either Max, Dan, or Jake, or someone just saying, "Oh George, just get another one, Dan." I'm like, for fuck's sake, fine, I will. And then it just ends up. But then I don't know. I kind of like that. To be fair, like it's quite.
After your nights out, do you get any food?
No, sometimes I just can't be asked. Sometimes I want to get home, mate, and just wait. Oh wait,
Joe, do you get any?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm really, really tired, sometimes I'll just like, I'm going up to the bus stop, but I've got to have a kebab. I have to.
Oh, yes. Kebab. A kebab night out. Yeah. Oh, my God.
They are nice.
Oh.
I just want a kebab now. I'm just
lamb doner with a bit of garlic mayo is just what I want right now.
4,000 hours. I love that.
Isn't it?
So nice. And you're so pissed. It's like it's such a grimy takeaway shop. Like it's so greasy, but you're that pissed. You're like, yeah, I don't care, mate.
Okay,
just give me it. I need it.
Give me whatever.
And you're scoffing it. You probably look like an animal when you're scoffing it, but you just get it.
100%. I'm yet to drop it though.
Oh yeah, same. Mate. I've seen some people drop it. I'm like, oh, that's savage, mate. That's savage.
That's a waste of like £7 going there.
I reckon my night out is probably similar. I'd say Prism in Brighton is the best club, but I do like Walkabout when we go because Walkabout's a bit like a bar, isn't it? It's like a sports bar or something.
It's a lot more social.
Yeah,
you can be a lot more social in there than Prism.
I'd probably go. So my ideal night would be go to the Vix, which is a pub locally to us, or the Hangleton Manor. Then go out to town, either go to Prism or Walkabout, and then clubbing wise, I'd say Prism's the best, but then bar wise, I'd say like obviously Walkabout. I think Walkabout's sick. Like, what about you, Dan? Where's your like go to?
Agreed. Couldn't really disagree, but I'd also add Revs in there because Revs is sick.
I've never been Revs. I still need to go to
Yeah.
Revs.
Naughty story about Revs.
Yeah.
Go
on. This was probably my worst night out to date as well. I mean, I know I keep saying this, but
right.
So I met up with two of my mates. They were like celebrating something like a year of friendship or whatever, and my mate was like paying for everything because he had just got like a lot of money from work. And we went out. We met at like 6, and we were just going to go on like just all different bars, like clubs and stuff. So we started our night out in the Font, which is a massive club right in the lanes, bar, and I think we got like 1 or 2 drinks from there. Spent about half an hour there. This is when the Liverpool match was going on, as well. Liverpool were like playing Tottenham at the time. I remember we were like standing at the top of the stairs, like near the toilets or whatever, and this Karen just came out and just like, no, I'm not even lying. And like she spoke to the bouncer. She was like, "Oh, you gonna let him stand there?" We were just standing, and we were like, "What are we doing?" The bouncer was like, "Oh, either up or down." We're like, "Fair enough." Like, I mean,
yeah,
I don't see what we're doing wrong. So we went from there to Revs, and we got 2 cocktails each. Like, we didn't pay for this either. Our mate paid for it. It was very nice cocktails. I think I got it was like a vodka Red Bull, but with like some other stuff in it. So we got 2 of those each, and they do this thing which is like 18 shots. So you like order 18 shots. They've got all different flavors of it, and they've got scales of like how bad they are. Jeez. And we were like, okay, we'll put a few nice ones in. I didn't know what they were. They were like we had like a watermelon flavor and stuff, but then we got like 3 of like the worst ones. So we got this one called Atomic Bomb, which was like licorice. Ooh. We got this one called like sour apple, which is supposed to be like really sour, and we got this one called like fiery chili.
Oh, mate, I've had that one. Fiery chili. No.
Yeah. So we picked up our first shot, which we were like, okay, we'll start off easy. So Connor, our mate, was like, "Oh, I've been here a lot. This is the watermelon one. We'll start off easy." So we're like, "Oh yeah," toasted up, got it down us, and we just all looked at each other. Just like we went red, and just like the pure like panic on our face. We realised it was the fiery chili. We shit ourselves. Like, it is so hot.
Horrible.
It should not be a shot.
Oh
no.
God.
It doesn't get you fucked up alcohol wise. It gets you fucked up like you're dying wise.
Why is that a thing? Is. Why would you?
I don't know.
I'm shivering just thinking of it. I hate that.
Yeah, no, it is.
I'm never doing that. Never ever am I doing that. You won't catch me doing that. No way.
Yeah,
well, the time I had that was when I was we were out in our works do, and we were at Revs, and we got given a load of money to spend. So one of my colleagues was like, "Yeah, we'll order all of these shots." So they asked us which ones we want, and I wanted the gummy bear one because I'm a pussy, and it sounded really easy. So he literally turns it around, and it was red, and I was like, "Oh, okay, it looks the same colour as the thing on the sheet." So I was like, "That's fine." Try it. It's the fiery one. Oh my God. Never again, mate. Really? Never doing that ever again.
I had ice cubes in my mouth for about 10 minutes. It was and the only thing we had to battle the hotness was more alcohol. It just burns. It just wasn't working. Like, it should come out with like some milk or something.
That's what I was going to say. Do they not have anything like on the side to sort it out?
No,
mate.
What? No,
they don't give a shit.
That should be illegal. That's out of order, mate. Fuck Revs. I ain't got Revs.
So
mate.
bad.
Fuck that shit.
One of our mates went to the toilet. So our other mate thought it'd be great to put. We had like Atomic Bomb left. It was the only one. And we didn't know how bad it was. We just knew it was like really bad on the list. So he was like, he picked up the 2 shots. 2 shots and put them into his drink. and like mixed it in.
God.
And he left the one shot for him. So he had to do one shot, and he was like drinking his drink. He was just casually drinking it, like he didn't think anything of it. And he finished it, and me and James were like, "Are you all right there, mate?" He's like, "Yeah, it's fine." It's like, well, James put the atomic bombs in. He was like, "Shit."
And he goes, "Oh,
Dude, like, he
that
didn't
was
even
my
realise.
work."
Yeah, he didn't even realise. It was really mental. Yeah, and that night, obviously, we went to like walkabout afterwards, and then like to prison. But that night ended up with me also getting taken to the church again, dragged to the church this time by my mates. Yeah, I think I had like a 4-hour sleep there. Woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. They gave me a new coat because I threw up on mine. Still got the coat today. I don't know where it is. It's not a nice. It looks quite nice. It's like an old person's coat. Like, you know, I could probably, you know, rock it.
Rock it, mate.
I had to get a taxi over like 6 o'clock in the morning, like smelling of sick. It's still absolutely shit.
Grim. Yeah, we've all had those type of nights out. That's the thing. But like I said, drink responsibly, mate. Don't be paralytic and don't get that bad. Just have a good night, but don't. Oh, bloody hell! Don't do that. Don't do.
Definitely, because I've done a lot of stupid things that I definitely regret doing now.
Yes, you have, because I know about it. Right.
I'm probably not going to learn from it, but
I did notice, or well, obviously I do know that you have the tattoo. I see that you've got a cheeky little tattoo on your arm. Would you like to explain why you got it and the meaning behind it? Or
well, basically, I've got a forearm of roses. I got this done September of last year. So I mean, I for ages, for like a couple of years, I was always thinking about getting a tattoo, but I just didn't know really what to get and where to have it.
Yeah.
Well, I came up with all different kind of designs, and I was like, "Oh, I really like this one." And then I remember I was like at work one day, and I like refreshed my Instagram feed, and I saw that you had one, and I was like, "Ooh, questionable tattoo, questionable placement."
Wait.
But I was like, you know what? You know, George has got one, you know, and that kind of like got me to get one. Well, I mean, kind of gave me the influence. So I was always going to get one, but it's like gave me the balls to do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't really have a meaning behind it. I just wanted the first one to kind of be a little bit of a safe tattoo because, you know, it's a massive tattoo. I researched like the artists and stuff. Really good one just around the corner from me.
Yeah. No, it looks quite nice, bro. Quite nice. And yeah, it's definitely a safe tattoo. Like, go for roses. Like, that's what I'm going to do, finishing off my sleeve. But it's a very safe tattoo because roses are so nice. Like, as tattoos, they're so nice.
Yeah, no, I really like the tattoo these days. I got so many compliments like the first night I went out. I went out. I literally went out after we got the tattoo done, but I couldn't drink that much because alcohol drink. Yeah, it would have bled so much. So I had to like kind of just sit there, like, okay, gonna knock a few singles. I don't get singles ever. I just had to be like responsible for one night.
Yeah, that was the same. Like when I got mine, even though I went to the pub straight after, as soon as I got it with Declan. you shouldn't have. Well, no, actually, no. I went home first to clean it, and then I went to the pub. But yeah, I know what you mean. You're not allowed to drink alcohol when you've done it, mate, because it hits differently. Yeah. Like
and being our age, it's hard to kind of turn away alcohol. I mean, it's all we know at the moment. Saturday nights, you know.
Well, not at the moment, mate.
Well, not at the moment, but like, you know, we can dream of a world where we'll be allowed to go out again. Get absolutely smashed.
True.
Do you think you'll ever get another tattoo?
Well, that is the thing. I have been discussing with George. I'm gonna get a massive like lion tattoo with like all different like kind of textures and designs on it. Like a massive one on my calf, and I've discussed it with my artists and stuff. So that's something I'm definitely gonna do straight away as soon as lockdown ends.
Yeah, I've seen the design. It's actually really nice. It's actually going to be, and that's going to be quite a good little tattoo as well. Because especially for summer, when you have shorts on, that's going to be fresh. Like,
yeah. The thing is, as soon as you get your first tattoo, you can't stop.
Yeah, it's addictive.
Like you're getting them.
That's the thing. That's what I was going to say to Dan. Like Dan, when you get your first one, mate, you're gonna. I reckon if you do get one eventually, which you probably won't, but oh well, it's so addicting, mate. It's so addicting. Like
it just doesn't appeal to me personally. Like
which is fair enough.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just for me, I'm not fussed about it.
Yeah, fair enough. Too right. Fair play, to you. Have your own opinion.
Exactly.
Good.
For anyone out there as well, it doesn't hurt as much as you think. Like, you know, when I was first going into it, I mean, it kind of all depends on the placement as well. But like, I mean, on the forearm, places that have like a lot of muscle or fat,
Yeah, they
it won't
don't
hurt as much.
No, so that's
Especially
what, like,
muscle.
the
Because
knuckles.
muscle like absorbs the pain.
I think the knuckles and the ribs are like the worst place to get it. There's
Anything that's not got a lot of fat or muscle, just a little bit of like bone, like straight bone, will hurt a lot.
Because my neck one hurt.
Anything that's like fat,
weren't too bad. But yeah, the forearm would not hurt. Like, I don't think the calf would hurt that much, will it? Because there's quite a lot.
Nah, it's a lot of muscle on it.
Yeah,
it might hurt a little bit more compared to the forearm, but probably not that much. Like, I had a 5-hour session done on my forearm, and it didn't hurt at all.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, if you were scared about getting a tattoo because of the pain, it's not that bad, to be fair. It's just like Joe said, it depends on placement. Like,
it's just long.
Yeah, it just takes a long time, mate. So yeah, so I mean, obviously we're talking about tattoos, but like something that could be like sort of relatable towards it. What's like your life ambitions? Like, what do you want to? I don't know. Where do you want to see yourself in the future? Like, any jobs that you would love to do, like, or?
I mean, for me, I've always had the like dream of always being like a landscape gardener. Always have my own business of being like a landscape gardener. Because back in the day when I was like 8 or 9, I would always be in my own garden, like, you know, just like pulling out the weeds, taking down like the bushes and stuff. Just always sort of my garden out. I don't know why. I just always had like some sort of like love for it. I don't know why.
And would you like want to get into it now? Like, would you like want to do like an apprenticeship now, or?
Yeah, see, the thing is that where I currently live, there's not a lot of agricultural places like the colleges.
Yeah.
But I think there's one up in Crawley. Someone was saying, so I might give that like a little look in the future.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely, mate. You got. I mean, you got to do it if you think that's what you want to do, or you think you'd like that. Why not give it a go?
Yeah, no, definitely.
And it's a good job as well, because everyone, like, that's the thing that I think about when it comes to like the future jobs. Everyone's going to need a landscape gardener because everyone's going to have a garden like that they want to do up. It's a really good job, and it's well paid. Like, especially if you get like really like professional, like with like the paving and all that sort of, like, I don't know anything about it, but all like really detailed stuff. You can get serious like money out of that. And it's nice. It's a nice job, especially when it's like in the summer when you're outside in your garden and you're doing someone's garden as well. Like, I think that's pretty sick. So.
And what I like is like the graft of it. Like, you know, you're always busy, you're always doing something.
Yeah.
Like with me, I always have to do something. I can't just like sit at work just doing nothing because I hate it.
Yeah, no, fair play to you. Definitely get on with that when it comes to, obviously, when we get out of this. They're probably still doing it now, but I doubt people are taking anyone on at the moment. But you can still look into it. Just, you
never know, do you? Some people might be looking for it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, under the radar, illegal gardening.
Illegal gardening. Is there anything else? Anything else that you want to like achieve? Like, obviously, maybe with like your, because you said like you had goals for fitness, or
yeah. So I mean, when I was like 17 or like 16, I used to be massive, like even bigger than I am now. So I've lost about 4 stone in the space of like 5 months during that time, because I was like always hitting the gym and stuff, and I was like really happy to see that my progression. And I kind of like stopped for a little bit, and then like started up again for like a couple of months. But then obviously lockdown happened, and I could go to the gym. I was like going to the gym like a couple of times a week and stuff, like going for run stuff, eating healthier. And then as soon as lockdown hit, I went to like back to takeaways and stuff. And in the last couple of weeks, I've been like, you know, trying to get like fitness. I don't want to be like super skinny. I just want to get to a weight that I'm happy with, and then like just gain muscle from that.
Yeah, like just be like quite like stocky, but like toned. Like, is that what you want to be like?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
when I become a goals as me.
Well, yeah, you two got similar goals, mate. Bloody hell. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we're all the same. Like, I do want to get. I want, instead of me losing weight, I want to gain weight. So we're like the opposite. I want to gain weight and be toned. You lot want to lose weight but be toned. So,
exactly.
But when I'm a personal trainer, boys, I can help you out.
Yeah. Don't worry about those free sessions. Yeah.
Yeah,
mate. Sure. Or at least heavily discounted. You can't be.
Oh yeah, heavily discounted.
You know.
Of course. But yeah, no, fair play. Keep on with it, man. Like, definitely with the landscape, I'll support you through that. That would be sick, mate. But maybe you can help with my garden eventually. You never know. We can help each other out. I'll do a free session or 2 for you, and you do my garden for me.
Yeah, that could be arranged.
That's a bet. I'm down.
There you go.
Oh, Dan, I'll give you a couple of sessions of fitness. You can do a couple of sessions of boxing.
Love it, mate. Let's go.
Oh, we just set up a deal. That's a deal right
there. You go then.
Right. Well, I think I think we've like gone through all the topics that I've sort of like wanted to talk about. Have you guys got any like things that you want to ask me or ask anyone else? Like,
I want to ask Joe a question.
Go for it.
Who wins in a fight, Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury?
Oh, we have had this discussion briefly. For me, it has to be Tyson Fury. You know, I not just like because of like his personal story. Like I love his backstory. I love how he's become, you know, one of the best heavyweights again from being absolutely like depressed and really overweight.
Yeah.
But I mean, just watching the fight against Wilder, he was unstoppable. Like even the first one he should have had in the bag regardless.
Agreed.
But the second one, just watching, like, I don't think Joshua comes close to him. I just think he's such a hard hitter as well.
But you just got to think like different styles and different heights of Wilder compared to Joshua. Like Wilder, his legs are so skinny and thin. Joshua's built like a brick. Like his support on his legs compared to Wilder is going to be a lot more. So it's going to take Fury a lot more to beat Joshua than it did to Wilder.
Yeah, but the thing is, fighters adapt to who they're fighting. So if Fury had a game plan for Wilder, he's going to have a different one for when he eventually fights Joshua.
But you've also got to think the same with when Joshua fought Ruiz for the first time and he lost. He then came back the second time with a plan and won 11 of the 12 rounds. Like, I don't know. I really rate Joshua personally, but maybe that's just me.
I think Tyson Fury is on his own level. I think Wilder and Joshua are very similar. I think Tyson Fury is just up there on his own level. But I think it'll be a good fight.
Yeah, even
interesting, though, isn't it?
Fight.
Even as like I don't know anything about boxing, but I know obviously of these two people. I think that would be a huge fight. Like that'd be a monumental fight, mate. That'd be good, like Titan v Titan, mate. That's what it would be like.
I'm looking forward more to Justin Gaethje versus Khabib, mate. Yeah.
That's not even a fight. That's not even a fight.
It's not.
Well, that's gonna be a great fight. No, Gaethje's very underrated. Gaethje's a very underrated fighter.
Yeah, I know he's underrated, but everyone is not on the same league as Khabib. Like they're just not near him.
Yeah, but if Gaethje, if anyone's gonna dethrone Khabib at the moment, it's Gaethje. You know, people thought
no one's gonna do it. I don't think.
Some people thought Ferguson.
No.
Look at what Gaethje did.
A lot of people said Ferguson would have had a chance, and I was saying no. There's no way Ferguson can take that much damage and still be able to give it back. Like he's just not going to be the same.
Yeah.
And I think Khabib, he manages to strangle you up, get you down on the ground, and you don't move. You literally just don't move when he's got.
Gaethje's got pretty good ground control. Like he didn't use it much against Ferguson because Ferguson didn't even try to take him to the ground a lot. Gaethje's one of the best hitters in the division. Like you saw what he did to Ferguson, and Ferguson's got one of the best chins. And it took five whole rounds, like 23 minutes for Herb Dean to finally stop it, and like it's brutal. I actually felt sorry for
Ferguson. Is a freak. He's a freak, though, isn't he? The amount of shots he absorbs.
Anyone else would have been dropped in the first round.
Yeah. You see, he's gone to. They took him to hospital.
Well, no, they had to. I mean, I think in like the third or fourth round, his eye got swollen. Like so that was hard to see out. If he blew his nose as well, which is a massive no-no to do.
Yeah, it's not good, mate. It's not good.
But yeah, he was. I mean, at the end of the fight, Ferguson was really pissed off with the stoppage. But I mean, looking at it, for health and safety, Herb Dean's is probably the best referee in the UFC. So for him to stop it,
and I was watching it and I was thinking, Gaethje could have put the pressure on a little bit more in that fifth round or the fourth round as well.
The thing is,
I think
what his trainer said to him, because Gaethje has lost 2 fights. I think it's like 23-2. The 2 fights that he lost was when he was having too much fun. He was getting too overconfident. So like when he rocked someone, he would like try and go for the finish and get dropped. So what his trainer basically said to him was like, you've lost. This is how you lost the last 2 fights. Hit him, rock him, and just like kind of stand back and stay composed.
Oh, yeah.
So he listened to his trainer. His trainer's one of the best in the world. What he does. So staying composed. I mean, he could have ended it, but at the same time, Ferguson did have one massive thing with the uppercut, which could have easily ended it.
Dirty uppercut, wasn't it?
Oh, I saw that. It was if it wasn't for like 7 seconds left in the round, then it could have been over. I don't know if it would have been, but it could have been.
It's all ums and ahs, isn't it? It was a horrible one.
Yeah.
Bundesliga is coming back next week as well.
What's that?
Bundesliga is coming back next week.
Is it?
It is.
Interesting.
That's
'Cause
mad.
They actually stick to their like social distancing rules, and they've actually got like a strict lockdown. So yeah, Bundesliga is coming back.
Shit.
I think Friday. So pick your German teams.
Work.
Have a little cheeky watch.
I wonder if that's going to work though. I don't know.
I think they're just going to do all like behind closed doors and stuff. But I mean, it's just live sport, and it's what we've been missing.
I mean, it's a big improvement, though, isn't it? Like we said last episode, Dan. Like the fact that sports are actually coming back, and it's like you can see that there's progress.
It's
like
huge.
this whole COVID-19 thing, like it's actually huge. Like I didn't even know the Bundesliga was coming back next Friday or this Friday.
Yeah.
Like, that's
It's just a sense of normality just coming back. Like everyone's trying, it's just feeling a little bit more normal.
Yeah, which will help people as well, because then they can see like, oh, well, we actually are getting better. Like if we just stick to what we're doing, it will just gradually get better and better, and we'll just go back to normal. Well, normal, but like, you know what I mean? So that's sick. I like that. I think that's pretty good. So
yeah, I don't think we're as smart as the Germans. I don't think we'll stick to the strict lockdown, which could, increase the time because people just don't care anymore. But
it's getting to that point, isn't it? It's getting to that point.
Unfortunately,
we're just gonna have to do while we're doing all weekend staying inside. So
exactly, and you lot at home should be doing the same. Stick to the rules, right? And we'll get there. We say it every episode, just stick to the rules and we will get past it. Because you can see the improvement, man. It's facts. You can see the
no one's having fun now, but if you go out and have fun, then you're gonna have fun for another few months.
Yeah.
If you do.
So it's up to you if you want to just ruin it for everyone else and be selfish. If we all just stick to this as a team, we could all, as a team, go out and enjoy ourselves again. So,
Bang on. Wow.
I think we're there. That was a banging episode. I think we were talking for quite a long time.
I really rate that. Yeah,
that was really good. Obviously, thank you, Joe, for jumping on the podcast. It's as easy as that, ladies and gentlemen. Easy as that. Just get in contact.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, you were a good guest, to be fair. Fair play to you. So, yeah, like we said before, if you do want to get involved on the podcast, just email us. With Joe, obviously, we didn't have to because he's a good mate of ours. So, it doesn't have to be mates. You can just send us an email, tell us your idea, blah, blah, blah. And we're happy to get you on, especially at the moment because you guys are killing it with the support. So, we do appreciate that. But if you did reach to the end of this video, one thing I'm going to ask you is if you want us, me and Dan, to do a stupid little dance over on our TikTok, go to the previous video. It's going to be linked in the description. Hit the like button. If it gets to 25 likes, we'll do it. If not, you've missed out on your opportunity. So
ain't happening, is it?
It's not going to happen if you don't like it. If you don't like it,
I know I'm liking.
Yeah, he's going to like it now. So that's 14 left. That's all you need to do. 14 people just need to hit it.
I'm just going to message my mates.
Yeah, if you're at this point in the video, comment, George, we like your hat.
Do it.
There you go.
Down in the description, do it. Inspired by Joe Weller.
Mate, shout out Joe Weller.
Shout out.
I love Joe Weller, mate.
Yeah, I'm joking. Right, yeah, we do appreciate you stopping by. Keep up with the support and we'll keep up with the episodes. We ain't quitting. We're still grinding. Day 4, episode 4. Already got a guest, so we're hustling. And obviously, once again, Joe, thank you for jumping on. It was very nice of you. But
thank you. Keep doing what you guys do.
Yeah, but now we will see you a lot later. And have a good one. Bye-bye.